Okay, are you guys ready? We're gonna start. I love the emojis. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone? Hey, Kathy. Hi, Dot. Hi, Rebecca. How is everyone? I was just thinking because I got a comment from Eagle. We haven't seen her in a while. I know that I haven't been live in a while, but I was like thinking about her, and then she texted, or she didn't text. She left a comment saying that um, she prefers my channeling and my tarot, but she was very kind. You'll have to go back and read it. She was just saying, which is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to feel free to tell me, because all of this is not set in stone. We are in brand new energy. And so I'm kind of feeling my way just like you guys are feeling your way. And, she made a good point saying she likes astrology, but tarot, well, mainly channeling is what she was saying. My mediumship and my tarot, I can get really, what was the word she used? Um, Specific, I think was the word she used. Specific. Oh, hey, Eagle. Thank you so much for that comment, because it has me thinking. Because for the last night when I was doing stuff, I was like, I should probably. I've been doing like mediumships with my friends, and it's just been coming up a lot. And so I was like, yeah, I think it's time. Again, I'm like working with the algorithm. For the longest time, the algorithm has seen me as a not active channel, so I'm still sort of working with it, and trying to figure it all out. But that's why I need y'all's feedback. If enough people like the mediumship, where I can just, I'll be willing to, like, I haven't done this before, but I would be willing to just do a video where I'm just channeling, for the energies per sign or something. I don't know. I'm still like thinking about it. Hey, Glenifer, how are you? Hey, Catherine. But you guys give me feedback. I don't, I like, this is us all going through the same thing. This channel building is a really big thing, and I couldn't do it without you, but you guys are my mirror. I need to know, if you like the astrology, but you need some more tarot. You guys that are my members, I'm finally back to doing tarot, because I've been doing it for you guys. I did a tarot on here yesterday. It won't be like it was before, where I'm doing every sign per like video that's an hour long. But to incorporate some tarot and some mediumship in there in my channel as videos would be like something to, if there's enough people that want it, then that makes it worth me doing it, right? Because unfortunately, oh, you're cooking? That's okay, Kathy. You're with us all the time. Because unfortunately, we're still in a space and society where we have to make money, right? Like That's the transaction exchange, right? So we're going to be moving to a space where we don't, and I think this is part of that space. That's kind of why I wanted to talk about just a little bit about tarot. But I've got look at the cards. Um, Kathy gave me. She gifted them to me, and y'all know I love Cheeto. Um, Cheeto Marchetti was the one that all my videos, I have all of his decks on, not all his decks, but I used his decks a lot. And over the years, when I was trying to get back to tarot and love tarot and have my heart open to tarot again, y'all know the whole story. But I've tried other, I was like, well, maybe let me try others. And so I've tried others, and they do a good job. There's something about his tarot that really connects with me where I can see things. And you guys remember, like I could be seeing something. We saw those decks for years, right? And then all of a sudden, 5 years down the road, I would look at a card that I'd been looking at forever and point that out to you guys that I saw something new. I was like, did you ever see this? You guys remember that, right? I still am doing personal tarot. That has never left me. I've always done personal readings with tarot. When you come see me, we can, I offer all those services. So tarot, astrology, mediumship, and um, quantum hypnosis, right? So quantum hypnosis. But yeah, tarot, I still do. Um, a lot of people that have never seen me, I suggest that you do coffee time with me because then we can kind of see where you want to go with this, what your higher self and your spirit guides and all of that. They're kind of in that session with us and then kind of help us direct us, right? And if you never want to see me again after that, at least you got uh a well-rounded session, right? So yes, I am still doing tarot. I'm actually doing now tarot. I'm doing it on video too. But I need you guys' feedback. And we had one person that was in our group that really got, and I'm going to say this openly, that really got upset at one of the videos I did. And so she left a not so nice comment. And I could have easily blocked it and had y'all not see it and whatever. But that's not who I am. That's not what this is about. I want everybody to be able to say what they want, even if it's a difference of opinion in mine. Like, you don't have to have my opinion. I want that. That's not what this group is. This group is everybody having their own opinion because I honor that. I may not like your opinion sometimes. Not that that doesn't happen very often, doesn't really happen very often, but I may not agree with your opinion, but it's your opinion and it's valid. What I would have loved to do was take that thing that she said on there and said, let's have an open discussion and let me see why you see it this way because I'm always open, right? But the way that she had said it felt just it, sometimes you're not going to change people's mind, but not, I don't ever want to, but they're in a space where they just want to attack, right? And for whatever reason, she felt like she needed to attack. And so I just left it there. I'm not going to engage because I'm not going to attack you. That's not fair. It's really not fair. it's, it's not fair for a lot of reasons, right? And my ego gets involved. And you guys already know I come with receipts. I don't say anything out of my ASS, right? Like when I say something, I have receipts. I have evidence. That's who I am. I'm an evidential medium. So I had this discussion with my close friends, and it would have been so easy for me to just come back and tear her down, and that's not what I want to do. I would love, honestly, I would love to have said why. Why do you feel this way? And let me tell you why I have this opinion. Why do you have this opinion? Why do I have this opinion? That's how we're going to get through this. Remember, Pluto in Aquarius. He's going to teach us how to be in groups and have our own identity, our own belief system, we can do this now. We're in this new energy, right? And so for that reason, I didn't take it down. I left it there because I want everybody to know that you can say whatever you want to. Um, let's just hope my ego doesn't get involved sometimes. I'm pretty good about it for the most part because I'm older now, but I don't want to hide it and I don't want to make it like, because you guys know this in groups, if somebody's attacking or being weird or whatever, blah, 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 other groups, other people that head those groups can block them, and then or they can't say anything. I don't ever want that to happen, because I want you guys to feel safe and comfortable and free to give me your opinion. That is how we're going to grow. If I only think my opinion is the correct one, I'm not growing. That's just leaving me stuck. So I'm always open to why you see it this way and I see that way. I'm really am that way. That's how I am. I have two um, mutable signs. Sun and moon are both mutable, right? I do have that Aquarian, once I make my choice, I make my choice, but it can be changed. That's why I'm open to it. Does that all that make sense? I'm not sure why I'm bringing this out. Oh, I know why I'm bringing this out, because I'm so happy that Ego was able to say what she wanted to say, because I need that feedback. That's how we're going to grow. That's how we're going to grow this channel. That's how it's not like set in just astrology. I am working with the algorithm, so there's only certain things that I can do. But I've done tarot before. I've done mediumship on here. So, hi, Karina. How is it? How are you? So we have Rebecca here. Hello, Dot. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Eagle. Hello, Catherine Ann. Hello, Glenifer. Hello, and Karina, hello. Last thing I wanted to say, I don't want you to think that I was shying away from that comment if you guys saw it on that video. I wasn't shying away from it. I was trying to keep my ego in check, and I still want everybody to feel free to say what you want to say. And there are ways that you can say things that you don't have to be attacking. But I didn't want to. Sometimes people, well, I'm a medium, I can see. So I was like, there's no, she just wants to attack, right? So there's no talking to people sometimes. And I didn't want to engage. That's not worth my energy to engage in that. I don't need to make you wrong and me right. That's the whole point. I need feedback. And I would have loved if she wasn't in that space to be able to say, like, really, I ask whoever I mean, you can ask Kathy. Um, I was like, I would have loved to say, why do you feel this way? Why do you see it this way? Can you enlighten me? Like, enlighten me so that, because I may be wrong. I may be wrong, right? Not everybody's correct. So I hope that you guys understand that. And I just wanted to kind of put that out there because Eagle did it in such a beautiful way. And I have been thinking about it, Eagle, about putting more mediumship. I just don't know how I would do it in video. I mean, I guess I could do it. I don't know. You guys tell me. I could uh I could like look at the energies for the month, and kind of give you what I get per sign. I could do that. What do you think about that? So Dot says the best policy. Yes, I think so too. I would be lying. I would be like not standing in my true self if I was like trying to make you wrong and me right, and you can't talk to me that way, blah blah. And trust me, I'm smarter. Not than everyone, but I come with receipts. I know what I'm talking about. I say stuff. And it was the first time I think that I gave my opinion because I was shocked and had just seen it. And I was like, this is my opinion. This is like, I'm shocked that this was happening. So, anyway, you guys tell me what you think about the mediumship, me doing it on video. What do you guys think about that? I know you guys love tarot, so I'm going to do tarot. But what do you guys think about the mediumship and putting that, like, doing the, yeah, like doing the weekly or the monthly um, energies, right? Yes, per sign would be good, and you can explain, listen to sign of rising sun and moon as the spirit knows what you will listen to. Perfect. Yeah. Rebecca said, I love your mediumship. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking like I could do a monthly where I'm like, these are the energies, and then go in and talk to the energies, get translate, like be a medium, do my mediumship in that. So that would be more channeling, I guess. So my channeling, but channeling mediumship is kind of the same. It's just mediumship. I always think of your loved ones on the other side. Yeah, monthly teacher. Oh yeah, that would be cool. That would be a good. Thanks, Dot. Like that would be a good like title, right? Or a good, yeah, a good title. Something to do with the teacher. I forgot about that. Yeah, that sounds really good. That's why I gifted the deck to you. Yeah, and then I can pull out the deck too as I'm doing that, right? That's a really good idea. I know, right? When she just said that, I think that should be really good. The monthly or weekly energy channeling. Yeah. Yeah. See, we did it together. I agree. I agree. Y'all agree. We did it together. And I'll still do um this year, definitely still do astrology as well, because there's so many things going on. There's so many huge transits. There's going to come a time after like 2026 where there's not going to be many transits, right? But we are at the precipice of this new energy, and the teacher I miss. Yeah, right? I miss the teacher too. See, we did it. Yeah, I feel good about this. Yeah. Yes, teacher Astro Gula. That's perfect. That's perfect. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love that idea. So once I get off here, that's what I'm going to be working on, getting all of that together and putting some videos out. I still am going to do the new moon, full moon for astrology, but I think that would be kind of cool to add the mediumship, the channeling, and then sometimes pull out the cards too. I'm gonna do tarot as well, so we'll see how it goes. But I need you guys to really engage with it. I don't care if you just say hi, Cindy, I'm watching, whatever. But that's the only way that the algorithm is going to pick me up right now, is you guys really have to like. And I know that you guys try and do as much as you can, but especially when because I give it to my group first, my membership, and if y'all could be sure to like and comment something. I know you guys are really good about sharing and stuff. Y'all are really good about that. So if you could do that, that kind of helps the algorithm. I'll tell you what, the algorithm right now is looking at me like, are you alive? Or are you still a dead channel? That's the way it's looking at me, because it'll give me something and then it kind of takes back, right? So it's getting to the fact that I'm not an inactive channel now, that I am an active channel now. So, but it's like you have to I'm retraining it, is what I'm doing. Yes, I love that. Good, good, Karina. I'm glad. Yeah. I think that's a good idea, but I really need you guys to engage. Please, please do me that favor and engage. I don't even care. Like Sandy comes in and says, "Hi, Cindy, I'm watching the video." Like that's what she said, and then later she'll, if she gets something. I'm talking about you, Sandy, in case you watch it later. But she'll come back and say, "Oh, this part and this part and this part." But immediately she'll come and say, "I'm watching the video. Hi, Cindy." Something like that. Anything. Just hello, just some emojis and hello, how are you? Anything like that would help. Um, yeah, because my goal this year is 100,000 subscribers. So I've been working really, really hard to get that. Again, I am retraining the algorithm my way, like to look at me, and I'm not putting 100 videos up like I used to, because that's what it's used to from me if I'm active, right? So I'm having to retrain it. So it's taking some time, but if you guys could help me with that, that would be great. So yeah, perfect. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. I'm just going to talk a little bit about this energy, because this is, again, we are at the precipice. We are like right here. We are at the beginning of this new energy. We have not seen this energy in our lifetime in this avatar, in our meat suits, right? We have not seen this type of energy. And these are supportive energies, and they're going to be supporting us. It's not like a supportive energy for a month or two. This is until 2020, like almost 2026. Yeah, I think it's 2026, but it could be into 2027, some of these planets, right? They're making these aspects, they're talking to each other. And the way that they're showing it to me, it's almost like they're, this is going to sound weird, but this is how they're showing me. Like, okay, so like what I wanted to talk about specifically was Pluto sextiling Neptune, right? So Pluto sextiling Neptune, it's Pluto is showing me like with Neptune, he's like holding his arms out, and Neptune's holding her arms out, and they're holding hands, and in there they're cradling us with opportunities, with our dreams, with our things coming through. That is going to be happening, like they're giving me more vision of it. That is going to be happening all the way till 2026. Like it's going to be supportive energy, right? Now, y'all know Pluto doesn't not like us. He likes us, right? Thank you. Hit the like button. Thank you. Pluto likes us, but what he wants us to do, his job is to make us stand in our power, right? And so with these supportive energies, this is when he and Neptune can work together to give us opportunities. So all from right now, all the way, there's going to be opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. It reminds me of an old video that I had. I think it was Pisces or Sagittarius or somebody that I wrote opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. It's just that. That's what they keep showing me. There's just going to be one right after the other, right after the other, right? Especially for this group, because we took a whole year, year and a half, almost 2 years, where we were watching the planets and we were going by them and we were taking their um, advice and we were like working with them consciously. So this is the time where they've been waiting for to be able to give us these opportunities. We've got Saturn right now. Look at this. So not only do we have Pluto sextiling Neptune, and they're going to be sextiling the whole time they go here. It's past 2026 for them. They're going to be sextiling until 2039. That's a long time to be sextiled, right? Now, as they move, so Pluto's going to move a little bit forward, Neptune's going to move a little bit forward, and then we always know there's a retrograde because we've moved a little bit forward, and then there's a retrograde where one of them is saying, "Are you sure you want it this way? Let's rethink, let's revise, let's redo," and then they'll move forward again and again and again till 2039. That's a big I haven't seen that. That's a big aspect for how many years? Like 14 years till 2039. Now for 5 years, sorry. Um, for 5 years, they're going to have this thing going on where it's like this Neptune is sextiling Pluto, and then the Neptune is going to be, as soon as Uranus moves here, Neptune is going to be sextiling Uranus. So Neptune is going to be sextiling Uranus like that. That's opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. That to me, depending on where it's in your chart, that is like automatic millionaires. Automatically, I get my house. Automatically, things come through. Automatically, I get the job. Like that's Uranus. Y'all know Uranus doesn't play, right? But these aren't awful energies. Like they're not squared. They're not opposing. They're not squared. They're like they're showing me they're holding us and for all these opportunities to come through, right? That's going to be happening soon. That's going to be happening in May, July, where Uranus is going to be sextiling Neptune and Pluto is going to be sextiling Neptune, and at the same time that Uranus is going to be trining Pluto. So that's a big, like, holding space that they're holding for us. Trining is a gift. Trining is gifts. Now, remember when I told you guys Pluto doesn't make millionaires, Pluto makes billionaires. like trillionaires. Pluto's beyond. He's hard work. He's generational. He's like, you've been holding this bag for lifetimes, right? But his gifts are that way too. So this trine with Uranus coming up in May or July, I can't even remember the dates right now because it's Mercury retrograde. But with this going on, we're going to see some fabulous things come. And these aren't just personal, these are generational, and these are societal. Neptune is society, right? So these are like, you're going to see things go our way as a group, right? As a society. We're going to be held. Yeah, that's what they just keep showing me they're holding us, and it's time for these gifts to come through, right? Thank you. Um, so let's talk about just a little bit, and then I'll pull some cards for some people or channel. But Pluto, we know he's in Aquarius. I have a whole series. I haven't finished the per house series of the series, but there's a lot of information in those videos of how Pluto is and what he's going, he and Aquarius are trying to teach us, right? What's going to be coming about. I don't want people to like be fearful because of course, everybody's already like trying to be afraid when Saturn goes into Aries, right? Because when the last time Saturn went into Aries, there's war. There's a lot of war going on. I don't feel like it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. But Pluto in Aquarius, it's we the people. It's yes, we have structure because Aquarius has structure, right? He's not like Capricorn who won't move in their structure or needs to like build the structure. He's more, Aquarius is more Uranus, right? Aquarius is more electrical and gumption and you know, throwing a bomb in the middle of the whatever so that everybody can move because it's for the good of everybody, right? So the freedom. Aquarius is more about the freedom, right? But he's still ruled by Saturn, right? It's just he's, at least in my chart, he's more Uranus. And I feel like a lot of Aquarians take on more of the Uranus side, but he's got Saturn in there too. That's his co-ruler, right? So with Pluto being in Aquarius, we are going to have structures, but now it's the time in this new energy because 0 degrees Neptune, new energy. We are now at new energy. When Pluto went last year, when he went into Aquarius for a little while, and then he backed up and went into Capricorn. Do you guys remember? He was at 3 degrees, but he wasn't at 3 degrees 34 minutes. So we are like on this new energy that we have never seen. This energy we have never seen in our lifetimes, right? There's going to be a lot of that going on where we have never seen. This is all new energy and it's supportive, and we have worked hard. We worked for 18 months with this north node in Aries. This is monumental because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac wheel, right? She's the first sign. It's independence. It's starting. So let me say this. These supportive energies, right? We can choose to ignore them or we can accept them, right? So this sextile is trying to tell us, this is what I'm getting. The more you show your independence, the more you show your gumption, the more you show your true identity, the more you will be rewarded. That's the way it's going to go. Hi, Polly. So the more that's going to be going, right? Yes, Pluto's handbag, right? But I think for us, we're emptying that handbag. He doesn't want us to, he's like, y'all been carrying it for lifetimes enough. Like, you don't need it. But he is going to bring up, remember, it's Pluto, right? He's going to bring up that what's underneath, and this is what we have been seeing in 0 degrees and 1 degree and 3 degrees from Aquarius. He is bringing up the things that were hidden, bringing up the things that made us afraid, bringing up those things that were just below the surface that we as a society wanted to ignore and didn't want to talk about and didn't know what to do and would cause us to freeze and all of that, right? But he's also bringing it up in your chart personally. What house is this for you? And the way through it is to do it not alone. Okay? Don't do it alone. This is not alone time. It's independence time, but it's not alone time, right? So you take your action, you take your initiative, you have your dreams and try to create your thing, but you also do it when you need help, you know better, and you don't have to do it alone, right? That's the main thing that Pluto in Aquarius is going to be teaching us over these 19 years, right? There are opportunities that want to come to you with this Pluto, but he is going to make you afraid. That's how he works, remember, right? It's like, oh my God, I want this dream. Am I ever going to get it? I have worked so hard for it. Maybe I'm just not worth it. I mean, I'm going to tell you personally. You guys know I have that second house, right? So it's like, am I really who I think I am? This is Pluto in my first house, right? Well, he's in my 12th house right now, right? So everybody's different. So he's going to be talking to you, everybody differently, right? But there is a support. And I can tell you, Pluto's like, are you going to be independent? Because that's what you said you wanted. This is the area that you're saying you want. Okay. I am trying to give you an opportunity, but I'll give you the example that I'm getting. I am trying to give you an opportunity to meet the love of your life, but you won't ever leave your house. So here I am holding with Neptune, I'm holding this opportunities this way, and you are refusing to come in to this space and focus here and leave your house. Like, that's just an example, right? It's just a clear example. But Neptune in energy in Aries, have y'all felt a difference? You're probably questioning a lot. Is that true for everybody? Because I told you it's going to clear up. You're all of a sudden feeling like, oh, did I do enough? Oh God, did I not see it right? Or I kind of feel something's coming, but I don't really know. And am I looking at it right? Right? Yeah, this is like a Mortal Kombat game level. Yes. Yes. So for some of you, not everybody, because everybody's on their own path, but for some of you, it could be like, what am I? So some of you, I can see where you're like, what am I doing? Why did I waste all that time? I blah, blah, blah. So things are starting to clear up, right? Where others of you are like, I have been at this for freaking 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, 13 years, and it's the same. Like, it's frustrating. Like, haven't I gotten it yet? Right? Like, that could be going on. And then others of you may be saying, you know what? It's time. I have done all this work. I am refusing to say no. It is going to happen. It's time. That is Neptune and Aries energy. Does that make sense? Like, enough. It's time. Like I'll say it like I used to say it to myself, quit being such a little bee and get your butt up and do what you need to do. Like that. It could be some of that, right? I'm like combination of all three. Yeah, that's Aries. That's Neptune bringing it back and forth, right? And that's Aries too. Aries will get in there and be like, "F that, let's go," And Neptune's like, we just gotta, we just gotta dream a little bit more. We just gotta create, right? But here's the great thing: y'all can start practicing your manifestations in Aries with Neptune manifestations coming from the other realms, coming from your other lives, coming from your other talents and abilities that you have from other parts of your higher self that can come through. It can come through Neptune, right? And Aries is that fiery energy that can bring it here, right? But she brings it here in a different way than Saturn would. Okay. She brings it here in like, I got to take the action. I don't even think about the action. It's like you're gonna feel like you could get up in the morning and be like, I need to go to blah blah blah. I don't even know why I hadn't done it. Like I need to get in the car and go. You wouldn't even think that. You would just be packing your bags, get in your car and go, and then realize on the road, wait, where am I going? Like that's Aries, right? But I want you to pay attention to that because we are in supportive energy. Aries is not afraid. That's what Pluto wants. Don't be afraid. If you get this thought to do it. If you get this thought to be in, if you all of a sudden are doing it and then realize in the middle of doing it, am I doing the right thing? Don't question yourself. Do it. Do it. That's supportive energy right now. Okay. Now, I haven't talked a lot about when Saturn comes in here. When Saturn comes in here, you're going to get the manifestations that you have been working on in here. That's the transformation. Okay. But that doesn't mean that we're only like seeing part. That's the whole thing. It doesn't mean we're only going to get the parts that we worked on manifestation, our dreams. We've got other dreams coming true too. We've got Neptune and Aries by itself coming true too, right? So, but these, when Saturn comes here with Neptune, right, it's going to be like, holy crap, this thing came through. I forgot I even was working on that. I forgot I worked on that 2 years ago and it never came through. I thought I couldn't do it. I blah 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 blah. Like that's a different energy. That's Neptune and Saturn when they're here. And then Saturn, because he's been teaching us how to manifest here, teaching us to be responsible here, teaching us to have integrity here, teaching us to have faith in ourselves. When he comes here, we're going to know how to work it. We're going to know how to manifest easy in Aries, right? I feel like a jumbo pencil getting through a sharpener for slim. Exactly. And you probably feel like it's a better energy than moving into a new sign of like Pisces where you could feel discombobulated, right? This is Aries, right? This energy feels good. This energy could be scary for some because it's fast moving, it's fiery, it's like but it's not an earth sign, but it's more grounded than in Pisces. So it's like the way to make your the way to how do I say this? The way to get further into the development of your dream is to take action. Not the action that society tells you, not the action that the government tells you, not the action that your country tells you, or your family tells you, or your job tells. You don't, if you do that, wrong. Like, and I never say that, but Aries is, she does it because it's from her. And that's what we were working on in that North Node. Who am I? What do I want to be here? You know better now. You're so connected to yourself, right? You have to trust that, right? And so when you are bold and when you are independent and when you have done things that you've always wanted to do but hadn't done it, but you just do them and then you're in the middle of it and be like, oh, is this the right thing to do? Like, don't question yourself, keep going. That's Aries energy. Does that make sense? Yes, the Aries energies has been present. It feels like go, go, go. Yes, yes. Yeah. Remember we said we were going to be in the air fire energy? It's go, go, go till 2026, right? Yep, it's go, go, go constantly, constantly, right? And those of you that haven't had your manifestations come through, or like a couple of days ago, you were probably feeling like I don't even know what I don't know. I don't even know which way to go. I can't see it. I'm just feeling like that was all perfect because Neptune was right here at 29 degrees. Like we were seeing the peak of illusion and delusion, right? And now that she's in Aries, it's clearing up. We got the sun here, right? It's clearing up. It's clearing up. And it's time for you to be bold. It's time for y'all to step into your power. It's time for you. That's Pluto, step into your power, right? But it really is time for you to step into your true self here, not your true self, bigger self, right? That you'll always be, always have been for the rest of eternity, right? But to step into what you were meant to do here, what you were meant to be here. And for some of you, it's as simple as I was meant to be happy, right? I was meant to be in a calm state. I was meant not to have anxiety. I was meant to love another and see how that played out my whole life. I was meant to love another at the later half of my life, right? It just depends. It depends on everybody, what you were meant to do. That's these energies. That's Pluto saying, step into your power. Know that you're not alone. You can do this. You have a genius within you. That's Aquarius here, right? With Pluto, but Pluto will play on your fears and he will bring stuff up that was underneath. And there's because if it's lies that you're living around, yeah. If it's I'm seeing some stuff. If it's lies that you're living around and toxic people that you're living around, and you don't want that anymore, yet you continue to ignore the red flags and not stand up for yourself and not stand in your power, it's gonna get worse for you. It's going to. So that's look at that's Lilith. Look at how he squared Lilith right here, right? But for the most part, these are supportive energies. This is like reaping this is the phase of reaping the benefits of this North Node coming through here and us changing and us stepping into ourselves and us letting go of some people and some things and some situations and some um, lives. Some of us, like, we're not the same that we were in 2011. We're not the same that we were in 2007, 2007, but we're not the same. We're different, right? It's time to let go of that. Remember what I've said. We are not the person that you see in your dreams, that's you, is not this you. It's the you that's been through this you, right? And so for some people, it's time to let go. And I know it's hard because for all of us, we're not just letting go of our baggage. We're transforming and changing our DNA and our lineages because we decided to do that at this time. We decided to take up that call. We decided to come in and help in that way, right? So when it's not working out or it's not the way that you think it should be working out, I promise you it will. You have to have faith in yourself. That is what Saturn has been in here doing. We've got Venus in here retrograde right now. We have the North Node and we have Mercury retrograde. Are you really processing this? Are you really loving yourself? Are you really keeping your boundaries? Are you really understanding from your point of view what you want? Because you know the difference now. Now you know the difference of, oh, that's not really what I wanted. That's what society told me to want. This is what I want. Because for some of you, what you want is to go live in the woods and homestead and do your thing, right? And if that's what you were meant to do to make you happy, then that's what you're meant to do to make you happy, right? But for the longest time, you didn't even get that dream because you were thinking, "Oh, I have to be married. I have to have children. I have to like have this career. I have to because how am I supposed to be productive? And then I got to pay the taxes, and then I got to do this. And I mean, we've been through all that. We're done. Like we just have to practice what we have learned. That's what this time is, and we have such. Look at this much green here. That's such support with Uranus. Uranus and Mercury, Uranus and the North Node, Uranus and I was going to say Libra and Venus, Uranus and Saturn. Like, look at this supportive energy. Look at this supportive energy, right? Look at this supportive energy. Don't forget about Mars over here, who you changed your habit. You changed direction. You did the thing. That's Mars is Aries ruler, right? They're connected. Whatever you changed over here, whatever you're protecting, whatever you decided to take up, whatever um, pattern you decided to change, there's opportunities here, opportunities here, opportunities here. Like there's a lot of supportive energy. And here's the thing, it's not going away. We're in such a different time. We've never been at Pluto at 3 degrees and 34 minutes. We've never been with Pluto at 3 degrees and 34 minutes and Saturn at 24 degrees. That's sextiling um, Uranus at 24 degrees with the moon right there, right? And we've never been in the energy where Neptune was at 29 degrees, anaretic degree, that was really, really important and really, really powerful. And now we're moving to the 0 degree, which is really, really powerful in Aries. We've never been in this energy. So the other thing too is to forgive yourself, have some grace for yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't think that you have to know every step of the way, because you don't. You don't. If we did, what's the point? We're supposed to be living where we get excited, where we have a childlike, adventurous soul that is so excited when something new happens because they didn't know that was going to happen, right? Does that make sense? Some days I don't know if I'm coming or going. Yeah, that's true. It definitely makes sense. Good, good. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. And then I didn't pull my, I will take a couple, maybe I'll pull a couple of cards for us. Does anybody have any questions about that? Anybody have any feedback? Anybody let me know what you're doing? Let me know what's going on. Tell me how your week was while um, while I'm shuffling these cards. Y'all can tell I'm starting to channel, where I have been channeling. God, Kathy, I swear I love these cards. Look at how beautiful they are. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. Like the whole thing, even here. Ooh, that's King of Coins. Love him. Y'all know I love my Capricorns. Anybody want to tell me how their week is going? Do you guys have any questions about, like, personally what's been going on? Those two houses that have been transforming, the Pisces and Aries. Um, yeah, give me some feedback. And guys, don't forget to like um, this live stream and share it out if you would. That would be great. Susan, I just realized Susan was here. How are you? I will tell you guys a quick mediumship story, because it involves Wendy. We were talking the other night, and while we were talking, somebody kept coming through while we were talking. Anyway, I'm sure she'll let me. She always says I'm welcome to use her material. Um, but we were just talking, and then somebody kept coming through, and and so I was describing the person, and partially I'm saying this because this happens a lot, right? So I'm describing the person, and you guys are so kind, everybody. Sometimes there's like, oh, let me see, like you're trying to make it fit. I'm like, no, don't make it fit. So anyway, she was so this lady had me describe herself, and then she was describing this other part, and then um and I said, well, it was we were trying to figure out who it was. She wouldn't tell me yet. She was trying to describe to me who she was and how she fit in her life. And at first, Wendy was like, "Well, it could be." And I was like, "Well, are they short or are they tall?" She's like, "No, they're tall like me." I'm like, "No, that's not it. Don't try to make it fit." And then we moved on to another thing because we were just talking, right? Um, when this happened, we were just talking. And then I as we go on to the next what because we're all girls talk, and as we're going on to the next subject, we're like in the middle of the next subject and she kept coming in, and I was like, I'm so sorry, but we gotta I gotta go back to this woman because she keeps coming in anyway. So all of a sudden, so I'm trying to describe what she's having me describe again, and then Wendy says, just tell me what the message is. I'm like, no, you can't tell you what the that's not That's not how I work. I need the evidence. I have a way of doing it. I need the evidence and then I need you to like either accept or deny. And then I will know. They show me when y'all connect, right? So, but she was like getting frustrated. I think it was because she wanted to please me. She's a good friend of mine. So, uh anyway, I was like, listen, it's okay if you don't remember because a lot of people won't remember sometimes when people come in. And so eventually, all of a sudden, she's the so I can't remember how whether I said one more thing, and all of a sudden she was like, "Oh, I think I know who that is." And then so she said that she said, "Is there a song?" And I was like, "I'm not hearing a song." I was like, "I'm not hearing a song." Hey, I said, I'm not hearing a song. And when I said that, all of a sudden I heard Lady. Y'all remember the Kenny Rogers song? Some of you may not know it, but there's a Kenny Rogers song called Lady, right? And so I said, there was no song. And then all of a sudden I hear this song. Well, I love that song, right? And so I'm thinking, is it because she said song? And then I should know better. I mean, I should know better. I don't even, this is the energy of like Neptune and moving into Aries. I'm like, don't like deny who you are, what you know. It's almost like that kind of you've done this is who you are. You've done this for your lifetime and you're questioning yourself. Anyway, I said, look, the only song I hear, and it doesn't make any sense. And I said that to her. I said, the only song I hear and it doesn't make any sense is Lady by Kenny Rogers. And she just lost it. She said, that's the song. That's the song. So I'm telling you because one, it's the mediumship part. Second, it's like that's the energy we've been in is like, um, you know, this is who I am. I should know better. I do know better, not should. But we're in that sort of, I don't know, you'll question yourself is what I'm trying to say, right? And so that was the song. That was what she needed to hear, and then I was able to give her the message. But um, oh, it was something that she really needed to hear at the time. So I used to sing that song back in the day. See, like we all like Kathy brought up a good point. She said we all love that song. I know. That's why I was like, wait, is it a song because I love it, or? And I shouldn't have questioned it. I shouldn't. I don't usually, but for this energy and it's all new and we're a little bit discombobulated, I was like, but I know better not to say it, so I went ahead and said it. So I just said it makes no sense, but this is the song, and it was perfect. It was what she needed to hear, right? So if you guys are somebody needed to hear that too. If you guys are like practicing your mediumship, just know. I mean, I haven't trained people in a long time. But that's the first thing I tell people. If it doesn't make any sense, that's the message. Because you're not filtering it through your ego. You're just giving the message, which is that's what mediumship is, right? All right, so let's see what we got. So I am going to lay out 3 cards for today's energy and then where we're going, right? And then the last card is going to be, I'm going to have y'all think of a question and then I'll turn the card over. Okay. So today's energy, here we go. Knight of Wands. So some of y'all have some opportunities coming. You got not, this isn't news. This is an offer coming. Okay. Can you see this? This is the King of Wands. You've got an offer coming. I think some of y'all have been waiting for this. This is the knight who's being guided by his scepter. I keep seeing that, but look at his energy. Look who he's got right next to him. That dragon, right? So this is what I'm getting. You guys are, how do I say this? I'm seeing that you guys have put the right people around you. Like the right people around you. Thank you, niece. Shannon. It's Shannon, right? Thank you. You put the, I'm seeing that you're fierce, and that dragon is like your friend, like in real life. I'm seeing that you have very powerful, powerful, they don't have to be leaders. I'm just saying they're very like about you, would have your back, will stand right next to you, and it's whatever you want to do and they'll do it with you. Like some of you have put that in place. Congratulations. And because of this, with this offer, you have to take an action. I would, because that dragon is showing itself to me so prominently. If you can't make the choice, because of what I was just saying, like we're like, ooh, what do we do, right? That person or those people that you have around you will help you make the right one for you. Okay, but there is, that's for coffee, sweet lady. Love, love, love you, and wish I got here when you started. That's okay, sweetheart. You're here now. You didn't even miss the bad parts. That's the good part. But you guys have offers coming to you, and you have very, very prominent, good people around you. Now, some of you don't have everybody that's good, but a lot of you have a lot of people that are good around you. Okay. So that's where we're at. Where are we going? Wow. So this is Aries energy. Things are going to start moving. I mean, like y'all said, it's been fast, fast, fast. I mean, y'all are going to be getting. I haven't said that in so long, but this is what I'm feeling. Y'all, I'm sorry, I didn't even show you the card. I get so excited. The 8 of Coins, right? I need I need a good offer quick for sure. Yeah, definitely. This is definitely. And not just this. This tells me keep working on that thing that you're working on. It may not feel like it's going right, or that, here's what I'm feeling from you guys. I'm feeling like I trust myself. I trust the universe. I've done all this work. It can't be for nothing. I can feel that it's right there, but it's not coming yet. And I'm just like, I'm getting a little bit, right? Like that. It's like, yes, my life is good. Things have panned out and things have happened and it's okay. But that dream, that thing is like, how much longer, right? This is the 8 of Coins. You're close. We're all close, right? I mean, I can show you in astrology when Saturn comes into that Pisces, into Aries, next to Neptune, right? When they both come back over, that's when you're gonna get like, it's this summer is when you're gonna get like, all of a sudden you're like, yeah, it's here. But before then is what I'm talking about. So, and before then is what this is about. Okay. Till then is what this is about. This is where we're going, right? You're going to be receiving physical. This is coins. My guys, everybody knows. I want to see coins when it's physical. Yes, I love that we can feel and it's emotional and da da da, but I want to see physical, right? And so when I want to see physical, they'll show me coins. This is something that you have worked really hard, so long. Nothing had come through. You could see, I don't want to say nothing came through, little bits. Yeah, I'm going in the right direction. This is eight. This is eight. Keep going. I know it's hard. I know you haven't seen it. We're in Aries now. I'm telling you, take the action, do the thing, keep going because it's coming through. Okay. Congratulations to all of us. We have worked very, very hard. And as y'all can tell, me too, because I am back to doing some tarot where my heart is really, really open. And thank God for my friend Kathy, who just kind of talking to me knew my heart and gifted me this tarot. I mean, that may have not meant something to a lot of people, but to me, that was everything because it's like that's what brought me like completely, right? I ended the cycle of not doing tarot, right? In this lunar eclipse, and I'm taking the action to do tarot and mediumship in this Aries Neptune kind of where we're going thing. That makes sense? So, oh my God, I was just asking God how much longer. Yeah, that's eight. You're at the eight. You're at eight. Remember, to me, nine is completion. 10 is like it's completed. You got your stuff and you're looking ahead, right? So eight is where we're at. Okay, you're almost there. I know. I know it's been a while. I know. Trust me. Okay, now, will everybody take a breath? Because you guys know, as an alchemist, as a medium, as an Aquarius who can go outside of time and in time, I know that whatever card I turn over is the card. It changes to the card that you need to see. So everybody take a breath and you can ask your question out loud. You can ask it in your head, but I'm going to turn over the card and see. You are so welcome. Now, wear them out. I am. I'm going to wear them out. So everybody take their breath. Take a moment. I've got my hand on my tarot. And just ask your question to your guides, to your higher self, to the universe, to Mother Earth if you want, right? All right, here we go. I'm going to turn around. Look what y'all got. The world. The world. So, what I'm getting from this card, look how beautiful she is. Oh, look how beautiful she is. I hadn't seen this one. Oh, and I'm seeing Saturn right here. Do you see Saturn on her forehead? And then you see the Emperor all around. And you see, look at her. I know the world. Okay. Your face has changed. It is changing. Um, you're in a much better place than you have been. Much better. Like, look at the Taurus right there. Do you see the bull? Do you see the bull right here? Right here. And then the lion here. And here's the angel. Do you see that? I mean, I know my screen is really small, but the world. The world tells me if you have been up, you're being grounded. If you have been grounded and nothing's come through, you're going up. Okay? We are, whatever phase you are in life, it is changing. And me seeing the bull first tells me that you're going to get physical evidence along with this eight, right? And this knight of wands, right? Just be sure, because this is going to cause you to take action. You have to say yes, or you have to do the thing, whatever. You have to do something when this offer comes to you. That's what they were having me say about the dragon. You have good people around you. Ask, what should I do? This is what I want, but I kind of need you to mirror me, like what's going on, right? But whatever question you ask, know that your phase is changing. And for a lot of you, I see the world coming through. The like I don't even know how to describe where we're going to be in another 5 years. I can't describe it. There is no concept for it yet. Like I don't have anything to reference to you what I see, right? It's almost like when they asked me in 2007, what do you see in the future? And I described this, but there was no concept for it, so they didn't get it, right? So just know that they're having me repeat this. Your lives were not meant to be suffering the whole time. Yes, some of you are changing DNAs, and so yes, there was some suffering, there was violence, there was betrayals, there was all of that. But if you'll notice, they're having me say was. We are moving into a space and a reality. We're already there. The frequencies just need to be adjusted, right? Where you're going to understand that it's going to be shown to you, it's going to be proven to you, right? So that you can understand that life doesn't have to be about suffering and hard work and denial and betrayal and having to like have these coping mechanisms so that we can even get by through this world. That's not where we're at. That's not. That was where we're at. But we're going to need some time to adjust. Okay? Now, the way through this right now is to continue to dream, do the 8 of coins, but also don't be afraid. You can be afraid, don't stay in your fear. Don't stay in it. Do it. Do it. You guys know how I am with Uranus and Pluto. They say jump, I jump. I don't even know how I'm going to land, where I'm going to land. I just know to jump. Okay? And trust me, I'm scared when I do it, but I still do it, right? That's the energy you guys need to be in. That's going to help you acclimate. The other way that they're telling me is remember that you are that big ball in that little box that we had and we moved to a bigger box, right? Our home. It's moved. Now we have a bigger home, but we feel uneasy and restless and making sure because we're not used to the bigger box and having all that room, right? That's where we're at as a society and as on our soul level. This is soul level. Is like we're not used to not struggling. We're not used to not having terror, not doing all of that, right? And they're just giving us time to get used to that. And with that, they know that we need physical, right? So physical is going to come to you to let you know it's going to be okay, right? Does that make sense? Exactly. Wow, lovely card. Oh my, I love it. And then Shannon says, looking forward to leaving the hard shit behind, right? Man, oh man, oh man. I am scared about my next phase, but I know I got this. A lot of us are scared. A lot of us are, And then we have the ego and the subconscious that's right below the surface, right? Is used to keeping us safe. So of course it's going to tell you, don't risk that. That's going to get you back to blah blah blah. But that's your ego, right? Because your soul and your higher self would never tell you that. They'd be like, trust yourself. Trust yourself and do it. Have faith in yourself. Look back at your past and see, I remember when I had negative and I came through that. I remember when I was betrayed and I came through that. I remember as a child being abandoned and I came through that. I remember having violence in my life and I came through that. Remember, you've had nothing and you've come through it. So your ego is the only one that's going to be like, don't do that. It's scary. We can't do it. We don't see it. We can't do it. Right? We have Neptune and Aries. You can bring it down by action. Okay? Does that help everybody out? Damn. Thank you so much for all of you. You have been with me through some tough times, back and forth with YouTube. But I love each and every one of you. I couldn't do this without you. I wouldn't want to do this without you, honestly. I'm so privileged, and I know it, to have this group like this, to for us to know one another, to be around one another, to be in each other's energy, and to help one another. So thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Love each and every one of you. And if nobody has anything else, I am going to eat some lunch because I haven't eaten yet. And I will say my goodbyes. So, Cindy, you are a treasure. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. I love each and every one of you. Dot. I was just talking to my daughter yesterday. I was like, people like Dot. I can't remember what I was saying, but I was like, people like Dot. People like um Rebecca. People like, I was just saying, and I was naming all of you guys. And she was like, wow, they've been with you for that long? And I'm like, yeah, they're my friends. They're my soul group. All right, guys. If nobody has anything to say, give that grandbaby. I know. I need to go give him kisses. He had me up at 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday. I love you, love you, love you. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.